another track.
Oh, you said you were vibing.
Yeah. I found it on your drive because I was like, I want to just mess around. Yeah, I went to the drive.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Which one is that?
I just opened up the first thing that sounded interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
something like that. Something. I'm trying to like, huh?
I added that as part of the soundtrack on that AMG episode, and I was hoping that you'd hear it so you could write to it.
Oh,
yes, I like that, Valerie.
Yeah, I wanted to have kind of like a reggae.
That's like a chill riding down the beach beat.
Yep. So I got my initial idea, so I just got to tease it out.
Okay, yes, I like it. I can't wait.
Cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, and what you did with Carry On was like, that was just dope.
Oh, thank you. I like what you did.
When we were young, we only for fun. Think we know love from fuck. Fella free and invincible. 20,000 more days to go. Then we get old, so the story goes. Settle the wrong, but you took a fuck. Count down how much time is there for us. Once upon a time, there was you and there was me. There we said I do and it was we. Now the pages are turning faster, headed for one's after, but we're not ready. We're not ready. How do I go on without you? Can't imagine life without you. What am I to do without you? Carry on, carry on.
Everything you do gives me like inspiration to write more.
Yeah, it's kind of like
when I hear the beat, I just hear the beat. But as soon as you put like lyrics and melody to it, it gives it a whole different dimension that I'm like, oh yeah, and then I can write something different.
That's the beauty of collaboration.
I know.
Yeah, because I'm not a beat person at all. I'm just like,
you could, I bet.
I dabbled for a little bit when I had my little 4-track.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days I'll have to pull up something that I did from the music to everything.
Oh yeah. And I bet it really sounds good too.
Yeah, sure. So I'm taking your lead.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on Living Social, wink, wink, and and so I got a coupon for a chiropractic adjustment.
Okay.
With a 30-minute massage. So this will be my very first time seeing a chiropractor.
When are you going?
Next Thursday.
And what kind of reviews did they get? I made sure this guy had good reviews.
They have good reviews.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll be able to speak on it when we meet next week, which is a holiday. Are you working?
Veterans Day, right? Yeah, I'm working. But the cities are closed, so I don't know what I'll be doing.
Yeah, because I'm not working that day.
Is that Thursday?
Like it's a Thursday. But it's for us, it's a holiday. And then we'll come back to work Friday.
So did you write lyrics to the song? The Crazy Out Here?
No, I gotta tease it out. It's just the crazy funky melody.
Okay.
I want to keep the melody, so I gotta figure out how to tease out the rest of it. And it might change depending upon what the lyrics are gonna do. Crazy Out Here.
Okay.
Crazy Out Here. So when you named it Crazy Out Here, were you thinking about anything in particular?
When did I write that? Let me see. I'm sure I was.
Like, is it political, personal?
Um, let's see. Oh man, I wrote that in 2019.
Whoa.
That was December 2019. That was before COVID.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe it was a premonition. I
Oh,
don't know.
oh, girl, trip.
14.
Because here's some preliminary lyrics.
Oh, okay.
Well, just preliminary, just some thoughts that came out. Better bring the clowns. It's about to go down. Yeah, it's crazy out here. Mess on. No, it's not the pandemic, just everyday people going about their business. Facades over raw emotions, but blood still runs in the streets. I know it doesn't make any sense,
It makes sense.
but just preliminarily, that's kind of like what came. So I gotta tease the rest out. And and I was just thinking about, maybe like you said, maybe it's a premonition, because
Mm-hmm.
all the images that I'm getting in my head are just like when those fools stormed the Capitol,
And
the George.
12, 19 was Trump was president. So I'm sure I had that thought, but COVID and George Floyd hadn't happened
It
yet.
hadn't happened yet, no, because COVID came the following, when we
Few
start having the
months.
shutdowns. Yeah,
Mhm.
the shutdown was March 2020, and so we had not picked our president yet.
Mm.
But everything after that, just
Mhm.
like the presidency, they're still in the vote. George Floyd, the uh, the overrunning of the Capitol,
Yeah.
the homelessness, just the climate change, just like all this crazy stuff is going on.
And that was
And
when Kobe helicopter crashed. Like,
that's right. Like all that stuff happened.
mhm.
So basically, it's going to be just kind of like, I'm just thinking it's going to just be like a commentary of just chaos and utter
Mhm.
craziness about this world. And of course, we got to have hope, but
It's kind of like this the storm. There's a quiet before the storm, that phrase, right?
yeah.
So maybe I don't know, when you clean the house, do you usually mess everything up before you actually clean it? That's how I clean.
It's funny that you say that, because very often when I am cleaning, yeah, it looks horrible.
Mhm.
Looks horrible. And then I systematically put everything back how it's supposed to be, or it's like a crazy chaos before it
Mhm.
gets, before order comes again. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like when you're tearing, it looks okay, and then you start cleaning or tearing it down, and then it looks horrible, and then you have to systematically bring things back into cohesion.
Yeah. That's like I have my stack of papers, and then when I'm ready to go through it, they get scattered everywhere. And then I have to go through them like 10 times figuring out what I'm going to throw away. And then I put it in order, but then I go through it again to see what I'm going to throw away. And I don't know why I have to look at stuff 10 times to decide if I'm going to throw it away or not.
That you are breaking every rule about minimalism. You're only supposed to touch a piece of paper one time. I know, but I do the same thing.
So what do? You take a picture, then throw it away, and that's it? How do you
Oh
take good
gosh.
ones?
Well, I used to just like, you're reading magazines. Oh, this is a good article. Oh, this is a great idea. I'm going to try that later.
Mm-hmm.
And then, a year goes by, 2 years go by, and you got that same paper, same paper in that pile of things that you're going to do or try.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, I just I just realized, you know what? If you haven't done it by now, it's not going to get done. And I throw it away. And if the idea comes up again, well, I'll just save another piece of paper. Taking pictures is just another way of hoarding.
It is, especially if you're paying for a Google Drive and all that stuff is going in there. I have to go and purge some pictures that I don't need anymore.
Pictures of
too.
things or
Like memes or screenshots or
oh gosh, yeah. So I'm finding that like I've been bored lately after work. Like just bored. Okay, so and I'm, after sitting on my butt for 8 hours, I don't want to sit on my butt any longer than that. So it's like, okay, I gotta walk around, do what, go where? Where do I need to go? So like today, I didn't have anywhere to go. And it's like, I don't feel like working out. I got to get back into that whole vibe.
I know that's the process.
It is just like you have to mentally say, okay, next week on Wednesday, I'm going to the gym. And you have to keep reminding yourself that that's what you're going to do. Because if you don't, like when I get off work, especially these last few days, it's just like I get off work and I'm just like, I don't want to do anything.
I know. And it's not like we're really doing much. I mean, we're doing a lot mentally at the desk. And that's enough to like when you're done, you just don't want to do anything.
You don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
It's horrible because I don't feel like just sitting down. Because if I sit down, I'm going to watch a movie, I'm still on my butt.
Yeah.
But then I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like moving my body.
I know.
I was in such like today, I was like, because my skates are sitting at the door. Like I've like been like, I need to go skate. I need to go skate. So they're sitting by the door, but I haven't gone skating yet.
I want to skate, but I'm scared too.
Oh no.
Yep. I'll wait until it's completely healed. And then I'm going to do a lot of strengthening exercises before I start skating again.
Very good. Yeah. You got to get your hip.
I really love skating.
Yeah. Skating is fun. Oh, so did you get your tickets to Lisbon?
Not yet, because I was waiting for Jordan and Nia to let me know if they could take that week off. And so they finally did, but then the prices went up slightly. So I'm just waiting for them to go back down a little bit because they waiver. So I've got the Google track.
Okay. So what prices were like, what is it running?
Let's see. It was like, and I also want to make sure it's a good airline because there's cheaper ones, but then you have this long layover somewhere, or it's on an airline that I'm not so sure about. So, or it's coming out to about $750 per ticket.
Is that with the jump, the additional flight to the island? Or is that
no, that's just to Lisbon. To the island, it was only like $100 round trip per person.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like from here to, where would it be? Like here to San Francisco or something round trip.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a little farther, maybe Vancouver. So it's not a long flight, and it's kind of a cheap flight. So I just want to make sure that when we get there, we can get on a flight immediately to the island. It's going to be a long, tiring flight, but I don't want to have to stay overnight at a hotel, and then that's going to waste a day. So then we'll go to the island and meet with the family and drive around and check it out, and then go back to Lisbon.
Okay.
Stay there.
So what family is there?
My dad's brother was there. So his two daughters and his son. He has 2 daughters and a son out there. And so I have my cousins. And so they're all there on that little island. Well, yes, I'm waiting for you to buy your ticket. I
It's
am
still okay if I
definitely-
go, right?
Of course. I
Okay.
think it's going to be so much fun.
Yes. I heard
Yeah.
something interesting on the news today
What?
concerning someone that you worked with.
Who? Yo-Yo? Tupac?
Wake me when I'm free.com.
Oh, a museum.
Yes, girl.
Oh, wow.
Tickets go on sale 10 a.m. on November 12th. I signed up for the pre-sale notification.
Okay. Oh, it's grand opening January 21st.
I saw that on my trusty KTLA. Hey, what's up, y'all?
Oh, how was your concert over the weekend?
Omaha was nice. The people
Mhm.
there are really friendly. And those in the Black community are very industrious and uplifting, and everyone seems to be trying to uplift the community. There's a bunch of community radio stations where just regular folks are programming, programming radio.
Mm.
So it was a very positive experience, and went to go visit the Malcolm X Memorial Foundation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was very interesting. Malcolm X, he's been a controversial figure, but when you read his background and his true intent, he was not about violence, he was about peace. But his main priority definitely was uplifting the Black community. And it's interesting because I went there and there were a bunch of books on the table. And a lot of the books were about him and about other Black writers, authors, James Baldwin, all sorts of folks, about just books about the struggle. And then smack dab in the middle of the table was this book.
Sacred geometry. Interesting.
For
Art of
artists,
harmonic creation.
for artists, dreamers, and philosophers.
Huh.
That caught my attention.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is this book on a table with books on
Malcolm
Black activism? It was
Mm.
so I don't know if someone donated it to the museum, but it caught my attention. And so I took a picture of it and I ordered it when I got it. So that's for the geek in me. Okay, so here's the intro on the cover. It says, "We are in the midst of a revival of an ancient way of looking at the world, an approach that enabled great civilizations of the past to bring forth inventions of great beauty and power. This school of thought, harmonics, envisioned the natural world and the solar system as an interlocking matrix of harmonious numbers perfectly woven into the creative fabric of life and the surrounding universe." So basically, it's a system by which you're using natural laws to be creative and to bring
Okay.
forth positive energy and beauty into the world. So
Mm.
there are practical applications in architecture, in I guess like positioning of objects in the room, and it's all based on geometry and angles and intersections of shapes and what those and the types of energy that are involved in those shapes. Yep. So that was my trip to Omaha. Omaha.